So, you know, for the next 30 days, think about what you can do instead of what you can't do. The universe already knows what you can't do because those limitations were placed upon you. Now is the time to empower what you can do. So what can you do? What can you do right now? What can you do the next 2 hours from now? What can you do? Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am the Pink Lady, and today you are watching the reading for how you can stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready, okay? And with that being said, I would like to say thank you to all of my subscribers, both new and old. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you are not subscribed, click the subscribe button down below and join the family. I will have much content like this and much more content in store coming. Alrighty. And with that being said, I don't want to waste too much of your time, so let's jump right in. So the first card that I wanted to pull for and talk to you guys about today was the Knight of Wands, okay? I hope you guys can see that. So the Knight of Wands says down here that it's the fire starter, and I actually want to read from the book. This is from the Next World Tarot. And so this is what it says. Let's see if we can get it to focus back on. Here we go. So it says, found in deserts and alleyways, homes for lost souls, or the X on maps of sacred geometry, this knight is cultivating the strength it takes to speak their truth and fight for justice through creative expression. So I feel like Spirit right now is asking us what and how can we speak our truths and do it in a creative manner. Alrighty, this is really tying into the last reading. If you did not see it, it has a lot to do with you know, what weapon you choose to wield, and the Knight of Wands chooses to wield the weapon of fire or the weapon of passion. Okay, it says they ask you to look before you leap into your subconscious. They ask you to look before you leap into your subconscious. Differentiate the truth between unwarranted compromise, between the guides from the demons. Okay, so learn and hone your ability to trust yourself. That is what the Knight of Wands is here to tell us, that we need to understand the difference between friends and foes. Like I was saying in the last reading, the difference between a liability and an asset. Okay, it says the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands makes a living painting wild landscapes and conveying wild accepts that rally individuals to smile, worry, or change their mind. So Spirit is also asking these creative things that we have to say, these creative truths that we want to express, these creative things that we want to speak our mind about, are just the creative conversations we want to challenge people to have, okay? We are sent here for a reason, for a purpose. Okay, and the purpose is to help people smile, to make people question themselves and the thought patterns that currently exist in their minds, or to even, you know, change their mind to a broader perspective. Okay, so it says they ask you to dig deep into your hidden talents and uncovered goals, allow them to flourish and pay no mind to the gaze of doubt. Okay, right now is not a time to be listening to the motherfucking haters. Okay. It says the Knight urges a revolution through new materials from self-made resources. The Knight of Wands urges a revolution of new materials through self-made resources. So these new things that are going to be coming up, and especially with all of these retrogrades going on, a lot of these things that are going to be coming up are going to be renovated or what's the word I'm getting, just re-upped versions of our old passions, our old purposes. And I want to really get into inner child work. If you guys know what that is or not, or would like me to make a video about that, you know, put that in the comment section down below. But the reason why I am bringing up inner child work is because Amazonite came out as a crystal, and I asked for what, you know, if we are building new experiences off of self-made resources, what self-made resources do we currently have? What self-made resources are we tapped into right now? And the crystal that came out for the answer to that is Amazonite. And let me read to you guys what Amazonite has to say. All right, so for the Knight of Wands, Amazonite is offering us. It is brilliant. It is a blue-green mineral named after the South America's famed river, okay? The best Amazonite comes from Colorado. So anybody watching from Colorado, can you mind me some Amazonite and send it to me? Okay. So it says, who needs it? Teeth grinders, anyone struggling with Mercury retrograde. And Mercury retrograde is coming up soon. And you know, just be patient. Be patient. Retrogrades are always here to teach us something. If you can understand the energy, you can work with the energy, and I will be putting out a video for the retrograde, so make sure you tune into that video, all right, to see kind of where your head is at, where it maybe should be to put you in the right position, okay? But as far as today, it says Amazonite is good to put it below your throat, relaxing your jaw and asking yourself for the courage to speak your truth. Once again, we have another thing talking about speaking your truth, just like the Knight of Wands. So clearly right now, especially before retrograde really kicks in, is a good time to, if you are not comfortable speaking your truth in a creative way, or speaking your truth, saying what you have to say in a way that is productive and conducive and healthy for the people that are hearing it and receiving it, and inspire something within them, you know what I'm saying? And if you feel like you aren't creative, everything has an art to it. Breathing has an art to it. Art is just the understanding and the beautification of something. I don't know if that makes any sense. And like the expression of that perspective of whatever. Okay, my Pisces mind is swimming away, so let's get focused. So when to use Amazonite, it says when your inner child wants a real talk with you, ask yourself what little you really wants from life. What does little you want from life? It's so crazy. I've been talking to my little sister a lot more lately, and it's so cool just getting to reconnect with her, because I see so much of her in me, and she's 10 right now, and I remember what it felt like to be 10, and I'm 21 now, so 11 years removed. I look at 10 was just on the time. That's actually crazy. But now that I'm 21, it's like really looking back and thinking about like, what did 10-year-old me envision for myself? And for the most part, you guys, even though it's not exactly to the T what I thought it was going to be, I am pursuing and I am living the picture that I wanted for myself. I found this old like middle school book. This is a tangent that's gonna make sense. I said I wanted to be an actress, singer, dancer, model, comedian, and a veterinarian. And you know, I have done a lot of things in all of those areas. I went to performing arts school since the 6th grade. I currently go to school and I'm getting my bachelor's in fine arts right now. Entertainment, the stage, performance, healing, helping, which is what all of those things do, is what I wanted to engage in, and that's currently what I'm doing right now. So I feel like if 10-year-old me would see me right now with my pink hair, she'd think I'm cool as fuck, because when I was 10, I really wanted to dye my fucking hair pink, okay? So with that being said, what would the 10-year-old you or middle school, elementary school age you have to say about yourself? And don't automatically pick out all the negative things in your life, because if someone just saw you walking on the street, they wouldn't think, oh damn, she didn't turn in that one assignment, and oh damn, she did this and did. They'd be like, oh my god, the pants, oh my god, it's the lipstick for me, oh my god, it's the waist, you know? So what would your little self say? You know, it's the plush pink fur coat for me, is what she would say. It's the pink on red for me. Okay, it's the dramatic bow for me. Okay, that's what my inner child would say. It's the making the YouTube channel for me. Okay, it's the talking to yourself for me. Okay, well anyway, let's get back to the card. So does it sound like what your current you would want if you could just let yourself want it? So the things that you wanted as a kid, are those things very similar to the things that you want right now without fear? And in the reading previous to this, I was talking about how fear cannot be a deterrent. In the book, The Woman Who Won with Wolves, in the Skeleton Woman chapter, it was saying that fear is a poor excuse to not do the work. Little you is waiting. What are you going to tell them? They want to talk, they want to chat, they want to live, they want to thrive, they want to succeed. They want to be this Knight of Wands where they can go as they please and express how they want and say and speak their truth. Okay? It says, now say it out loud for the whole universe to hear and go make it happen. Stop fucking whispering. Spirit wants you to say with your chest. Say with your chest. Yeah, say with your chest. Stop speaking in private what you want to happen in public, okay? Spirit wants to see how much energy you are willing to speak into your dreams, because they can always match that. But are you willing to? Are you willing to speak from your heart? Okay. And so the last card that came out was Wild Rose, alrighty? Let's see, there we go, Wild Rose, and it says clarity. Now clarity. Okay, so I think clarity is here just because, like I said, I feel like our truth, speaking our truth, is going to give us a lot of clarity. Okay, it even talked about how in the Wild Rose oracle idea of it, it has a very cleansing tonic to it. A lot of the times Wild Rose will be added to any cleansing balms, any cleansing tonics. So I also think right now is just a really good time to clear away any self-deception, any places where you have had to lie to yourself and tell yourself that the dreams that you had when you were younger are not possible and cannot come true. The lies that the world told you, that you internalized, that killed your joy and your ability to express your inner child and fight for what you want to believe in. And so yesterday we were talking about being a visionary warrior and, you know, tempering your passions. And I feel like the best way to tap into that energy is to get into your inner child, get childlike. Children are willing to do whatever to get what they want. They're willing to put as much energy and stay up for as long as they need to finish that damn book if they so please. So I feel like it's really time for us to get into some childlike energy and embrace the inner child that is within us all, alrighty? And I really feel like that will give us the justice that we need. It will deliver us the passion that we feel like we deserve. And the reason why I said that is because the two cards to come out at first for the Amazonite were the Black Hermit and the Eight of Coins. The Black Hermit is the Magician and the Hoodoo Tarot. Alrighty, and I want to read you the quote from the Bible, the scripture, not the quote, from the Bible, for the Black Hermit card. It says, "Truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you." Matthew 17:20. Okay, Matthew 17:20. Nothing will be impossible for you if you have faith as small as a mustard seed. And with the Black Hermit, the Magician here, and the Eight of Coins, clarifying the Amazonite, I just feel like your inner child, hold on, I gotta get that. I feel like your inner child is asking you, like, where the love at? Where's the creativity at? What happened to the dream? What happened to the fun of life? What happened to working on the things that excited us, you know? What happened to really putting in that work? Because the Eight of Pentacles is no small feat, okay? The Eight of Pentacles is willing to do monotonous and relentless work to get the job done. Very Virgo energy as well, very meticulous, very analyzing, but also very strategic, okay? Has great follow through, great dedication, goat energy, Capricorn energy as well, okay? So also, I feel like the Amazonite is asking us, what are we dedicating our magic and our energy to right now? Are we being the fire starters that we need to right now in our environment, or are we sitting silent? Are we sitting in scarcity? Are we sitting in fear? Okay, are we just sitting to sit? Are we sitting to daydream? You know, now it's time to make your reality your daydream. The Magician is the Magician because he uses absolutely everything around him to create what he needs. And right now what we need is, we need to talk to our inner child, and we need to have some fucking fun, and we need to be creative, and we need to be expressive, and we need to tell our truth, and we need to do it in a way that is not only transformative and healing for our own hearts, our own minds, our own bodies, our own souls, but other people's too. Okay, because creative expression is for the individual, but it is also for the collective, for the whole. It is to inspire and to inspire love, okay? In all of its many shapes and forms, because love can be many things. Okay, so the card that was clarifying, the clarity cards, were the Mother of Knives and Dr. Buzzard. And Dr. Buzzard is the card for justice in the Hoodoo Tarot. And what I find very interesting is in the Mother of Knives, they call her the Queen, the Warrior Queen, or the Queen Warrior. And Warrior was in the cards for the reading yesterday. And they also called, I think they called the Black Hermit or the Magician the Visionary. So a lot of the energy from yesterday's reading is really trailing into today, and the reason why is I feel like Spirit is once again showing us the beauty, the victory, the justice, the truth that can come from within us, that can come from that inner child, that can come from the spark of life that created us. You know, your vision is your vision for a reason, for a purpose. And like in the reading that I said yesterday, you know what I'm saying, if you have to go after what you feel to be wrong, because you might be the person that might have to write it, as well as you have to go after your own personal truths, because you might be the one to make them so. I also see this idea to me to pick and choose your battles wisely. Okay, pick and choose your battles wisely, because a true warrior is fighting for a cause. That is why they are just, and that is normally why the time, especially when you come to the archetype, they are so powerful and undefeated, because they do not enter a battle. They know that they cannot lose, not because they are stronger than the opponent, but because their belief, okay, their reasoning, they feel like it's just above all. Not even just this specific battle, but the entire war. Like Nipsey said, it's a fucking marathon, my nigga. And we literally have the Mother of Knives, which is the Queen of Swords, and Justice on our side. Play no games, okay? Play no games. Dr. Buzzard literally used to sit in court and look at people, and the verdict would go in his favor. So we have some very big energy that is providing us clarity right now. And I know the Mother of Knives has to do with two different secret societies. It says, in addition to the church, mutual aid, secret societies, and fraternal and sororital organizations were the backbone of Black American communities between the 18th and the 20th centuries, okay? And the Mother of Knives in this card connected to the Grand United Order of Odd Fellows and the Order of the Eastern Star, alrighty? Hope you can see. And it says, unlike women of other races, Black women were welcome to participate and were respected as powerful leaders and influencers of many of these organizations. Here, the Mother of Knives is a powerful bibliomancer who uses the Bible as a guide, okay? She is perceptive, analytical, forthright, witty, resilient, high intelligent, deep, and sets clear boundaries, okay? So the clarity that is being brought to us right now is happening because of the clear boundaries that we are setting for ourselves, for us to be able to get the things that we need and want, not only from the universe but from ourselves, alrighty? And the main goal of the Knight of Wands, which is the person creative and brave enough to seek and fulfill their vision and turn it into something, you know, tangible and real, not only for their own experience and enjoyment, but for other people's, you know. The goal of the Knight of Wands, the only goal, one of the only goals of the Knight of Wands is, like the clarifying card so graciously put for us, is to be the best version of themselves. The King of Wands. They just want to be spectacular. Let's see if it'll focus. They just want to be great. And this gives me very big Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy, alrighty? Because what we really just want is to see our dreams and to see our passions grow into something not only that can sustain us financially, but that can feed our spirits, can feed our souls, and leave a legacy for us bigger than the things that are just tangible. Something that can really help us say, damn, I lived and I did that and I'm proud of that and I thrived through that. I was resilient and I saw the end of that. I created that. This is mine. Okay? The Father of Sticks, or the King of Wands, is very prideful. And not in a negative way, in a lion or lioness way. Like very pride, as in it keeps all of the most valuable things near them. It's community, it's people. The things that it loves, the things that it shares, the things that it does is for its people. So think about that. The underlying energy for this spread is the Six of Swords. So we all just really need to take and revisit. What do we need to pack up? Let's see. What do we need to pack up and take with us and what needs to stay the fuck behind. The Six of Swords talks about this ability to leave what no longer serves you, but it's not always great. It doesn't feel fucking great, okay? Sometimes you can't take your whole house with you. You gotta take a bag. You know what I'm saying? Spirit is asking us to travel light. So what are you going to take with you on this next chapter? How important to you is what you bring with you? Does it have to be a person? Does it have to be a certain amount of money? Does it have to be a certain type of living or a certain style of life, or does it have to be what you hold most valuable to you? What are you proud of? Can you carry it with you wherever you go? If you can't, why not? Either way, clear passage is for us, and I feel like Spirit is asking us to focus on the things that have clear passage, okay? If you feel like there are any roadblocks occurring in your life right now, they will either be cleared to give you free passage, or they are there for a reason. 11:11 on the clock, okay? So understand, every road that you were supposed to travel down, Spirit will clear it for you. It may not be easy, but it will be a clear path. Okay, clarity is coming. Tap into your inner child and figure out a way to be the fire starter that you need, that your community needs, that your soul family needs, that your friends need, okay? That your lover needs, that your parents need. Be the fire starter. Set ablaze the things that you can give people in a creative way. Because it's so funny. The Father of Sticks card talks about him literally setting things on fire for a ceremony. It says Dr. James Alexander, aka Indiana Jim, who lived in New Orleans but was originally from Mississippi, is depicted as the father of sticks. He was known for curing ceremonies, for his curing ceremonies, which included the distribution of fruit covered in burning brandy. He would also do head washings with the brandy, okay? It says, on the positive side, he is a visionary, adventurous, goal-oriented, wise, and trustworthy with a can-do attitude and a natural-born leadership. So, you know, for the next 30 days, think about what you can do instead of what you can't do. The universe already knows what you can't do because those limitations were placed upon you. Now is the time to empower what you can do. So what can you do? What can you do right now? What can you do the next 2 hours from now? What can you do, and what can you do for yourself so you can see something tangible in the next 30 days? What can you do? I'm doing one of the things I can do. Are you? I know you are because you're watching it. So what else? And what else? And what else? Okay. And with that being said, beautiful people, I hope you enjoyed this message. Please let me know down in the comment section below, you know, what can you do? What are you willing to do to move yourself forward to some forward progression? And I think it really has to do with something that you used to do as a kid from the ages of 8 to 15. I don't know, that's a big gap. I was gonna say 8 to 12. I don't know. Or, yeah, 8 to 10, 8 to 11. You tell me. It's crazy. I'm actually, if anyone cares and is watching the end of this, I'm actually really reconnecting back with my love of storytelling. As a kid, I used to write scripts, manuscripts, and novels because that was one of my first loves, reading and writing. And I've really been, you know, getting back into the art of that, getting back into reading, you know, texts of spiritual knowledge that I feel like are really going to evolve me in ways, or just reading in general. I've been getting back to, you know, writing and free writing and creative writing. And I'm really thinking about figuring out some way to distribute or release that, you know. I've been, you know, filming and creating content and telling you guys stories that have to do something with what we all are collectively feeling, because we are all, the collective me included. So I have been expressing myself in the ways that I used to as a kid. Like when I was in 6th grade, that was the first time I got to go to an art school, and I've been hooked ever since. And now I'm finally getting to see the culmination of just me really trusting my creative and artistic voice. And it's the Pink Lady, and I'm so proud to do it, and I'm so proud of it. So, and it's really just more to come. Like, this is really just the tip of the iceberg. But anyways, enough about me, more about us. Please leave in the comment section down below what you can do, and let me know, you know, if there's anything I can do to help. Alrighty? And with that being said, I love you guys so much. With love, light, and peace. Bye.
call me stupid girl.